oppo position right there and see if he can feed Hrcanovic. Sail a little bit long. He's just getting warmed up. He'll be getting the rhythm in a second.
Yeah, Jake Pizzanti out for the weekend. Got hurt matches a week ago. As Hrcanovic off the triple block. Too much power.
Candiv steps in and back sets that.
Yeah, he did.
He pushed, I think he pushed Kellen Larson away and says, I've got this, and puts a perfect ball for a nice hit in the outside.
Ewert, the redshirt junior.
And tonight when we watch Ewert, watch how hard and his snap is. He puts a whip on this thing, and from that standpoint there, you'll see a lot from the outside, and he just has this really fast snap.
That serve goes out of bounds. First service error from either side as Daniil Hrcanovic goes back to serve for Long Beach State. That means Island Doty is in the front row. Good swing on the left side, and that.
You know, think about a libero with a serve coming like that and going right in the 90-degree corner of the court. Larson just lets that sail wide, and most guys would probably try to play or be unsure. He knows exactly where that court is, every square inch.
Oh, that's in. And Josh Ewert has caught fire already.
And speaking of the corner of the court, that one couldn't have been any more on the very corner, almost hitting the linesman there by his foot. He's a few inches off that line. Such a great hit. No one can dig that when you put it that far in the corner.
Ewert's only averaging 1.5 kills per set, thereabouts, as Skylar Varga puts that away. Out of system, Long Beach State, but they were able to put that free ball in the perfect spot. Give them a chance at a triple block, but Leo Provednikov, too strong. He tallies his first kill.
Notice how Long Beach on that free broken play, he put a ball at, well, we'll get back to that after the serve, but I want to point out how you strategize and where you put a free ball after the serve.
Ewert puts that one into the net.
So like I was saying, Hrcanovic had a choice on a free ball. He put it right into the setter's pocket, which takes him out of the play. And fortunately, one of the outsides took it. I think Ewert took the area 5. Watch this shot, right in the corner there. What a beautiful serve.
46 assists last night, 5 blocks, 8 digs. It's another good serve over. This time the back one. And Jim Garrison, second time's the charm.
Dream come true for anyone having an overpass, and Garrison just puts that ball away. Looks like there was a little bit of a bump in from Ben Braun and Doty when trying to scramble to get up there. He couldn't get up there block in time. Garrison will take the freebie.
Provednikov, easier serve, and Long Beach State. Sani had to tip it over. And the tip, a beauty from Hrcanovic.
What great vision Hrcanovic had on that. The entire UC San Diego defense were all around the perimeter of the court, leaving the entire middle area open. Hrcanovic saw that. Right there, just sees that open real estate.
Oh, Varga trying to rear back. Puts it into the net. First service error for Long Beach.
Off of, looked like Sani's left hand.
Now he's able to pick that one up. Hrcanovic able to pretty much complete that play by himself.
Hrcanovic, the variety, and tonight when you watch him, he has everything in his toolbox. That one, he just did a push shove right in the block, sending it into the antenna. Not every ball has to be a real hard hit. but Hertzanova has so much in variety, and that being a great example.
I'm not sure what Brad Rostrader is talking about right now to our R2 Lydia Gottschall, but he is
challenging. So watch how clearly it's off his hands, swipes it into the antenna. Crystal clear to me. I don't see what the challenge is here, but maybe there's another viewpoint.
The only thing that we can discern here is maybe a fingertip of Herstanovic is on the ball last. That's tough to tell.
But Rostrader from the far opposite side of the court sees it, and maybe he's thinking this might be a good strategic way to take a breather right here.
Works out like a pseudo timeout.
It did look like that, but it has to be overwhelming to change the call. And to me, everyone has their reasons.
Herstanovic will have to two-hand it over. An opportunity here for the Tritons. And that one's down. Sani.
Sani with a nice high, hard hit going right for Big Ben Bronny. And it's almost as though he sees a 6'11" middle blocker and like, I'm going to go try that spot because that's my highest likelihood that he's not going to pick it up like, say, versus a libero.
Yeah, men's volleyball, the middles have to serve, liberos cannot. And speaking, Jackson Chris hitting our lines judge, Abigail Gutierrez, here tonight.
Oh, she got hit pretty hard.
Seems to be okay.
That was a rocket.
Good toughness shown. On the other lines, it's Miles Perugia and our R1, the top referee, Joe Sloat. Herstanovic threw that block in down. He's got 5 kills already.
The UC San Diego block looked pretty solid. Like there really is nothing to critique that there were any errors. It was just Celso didn't break his run. For a passer to try to use his arms just to slightly tilt to get that over to the passer when it's coming down that hard down the line, not easy for any passer.
19th ace of the year. Goes off speed with that one. Middle set, one-on-one. Jackson Chris flying solo on that block.
Both staring at each other right up that ball hit the ground. Chris saying, I got you. And Celso, nothing you do but just smile, looks right at him and says, you got me. What can I do? It's a great block.
Peter Celso has been very efficient this year, hitting well over 400 as that serve goes long.
Into the 7th row. But tonight, I wanted to comment about the academics of UC San Diego. Most of this roster has All-American with Commissioner's Honor Roll. So there's a lot of intelligence in the court, and also for Long Beach too. I think that I remember seeing that we have a lot of honor. This first set, the hitting percentage of this team is about even. 400 for San Diego and 417 for Long Beach. Pretty close.
And Alex Condiv, the great serve out of the timeout. He had 3 service aces a night ago, and he tallies one here.
That was a 72-mile-an-hour bomb. And Boyle was almost wanting to get his arms out of the way. He thought maybe it might have been going long, which it could have. But it's an ace. An ace is an ace.
That one does go long.
That is amazing. To get your arms even there quick enough, let alone put a pass up to your setter in such a finite space here, is nothing short of astonishing.
D set for Herstanovic, and he's able to put it away. Already 6 kills on 8 errorless swings.
And he is hitting over 700 this early. That's just impressive.
Able to pretty much pick up where he left off last night. 16 kills on 25 errorless swings. Hrstanovic hit 640 tonight.
3 blockers up on that. Sky Flyer really had nowhere to go. He just wanted to hit away and see if maybe he can get a deflection. Nothing he can do when he's hitting at the 10-foot line. Just a good solid block. Garrison taking the most of that.
Jimmy Garrison in the middle right now for UC San Diego. He stands at 6'9". Scramble play here. Someone in the net, and it is UC San Diego.
Little bit hungry for that one. They saw that Long Beach was in a broken play and in trouble, and the Tritons into the net. Looked like they were pressing on the way up. And I think it might have been Provetnikov that might have hit it on the way up.
Tough unforced error. Leads to Ryan Peluso to serve for Long Beach State. Good dig, Kellen Larson. Peluso in to serve and set and get the assist to Skylar Varga.
I just love Peluso when he comes in the match for 2 reasons. Number one, you can guarantee that they are undefeated. And if you watched last night's match, it was back and forth and went on forever, all the way to, I believe it was 18-16 in the 5th set. So tonight, so far, the game's not over with. It looks a little more decisive in Hawaii. 2 sets up to 0.
Yeah, you can catch Robert Sparrow and Charlie Brand over there for that ESPN Plus broadcast. Maybe have both of us on at the same time. Lots of good volleyball to go around. That's how I was watching Long Beach State and UC San Diego and UC Irvine in Hawaii yesterday. Have all eyes on men's volleyball.
And having dinner at the same time.
That's right. That's exactly right. That's in. Free ball opportunity for the Beach. Back row Kondev. No touch, says UC San Diego. And they will get the call.
Kondev put so much heat on that Bick. The net must have dropped about 2 feet. Watch this. It just, the flex on that net went down so far. And that just shows the power of his hitting.
Just didn't get the friendly roll. As the Tritons now back there 17 serving 20. So Long Beach State into that red zone. Island Doty is back there now for Long Beach State as their setter. He's able to set up Hrstanovic once again in this first set.
Hrstanovic is just unstoppable.
Josh Ewart.
Ewart's only 6'4", but I mentioned earlier in the night about his whip. He puts such a strong wrist on it. Watch how he hits his bar, hard angle. Even in slow motion, it's like a blur. Watch his arm. Great snap.
Ewart leading all Tritons with 4 kills on 6 errorless swings. That serve goes long.
And Kellen Larson, I've complimented him over and over through the year, and even tonight in this match, I would have played that ball, that serve. It was, what, an inch or 2 outside of that end line tape? And Kellen Larson, watch this. He knows it so well. I don't know how he sees this. Jump serve that's going 60, 70 miles an hour. This was a jump floaty, so it's coming across the net slower, and the linesman is 2 feet away from it. And he's a veteran linesman. I've seen him here in matches for years. I'm going to go along with the referee and Kellen Larson's call on this. And here we are.
Yep, stays with Long Beach State. That's 2 challenges already lost by UC San Diego in this first set. By the way, that was Tyler Stewart that was in to serve for the Tritons. So he'll come back out, and a new server in for Long Beach State. Connor Bloom, who actually had to finish off the match last night after Daniil Hrstanovic.
Looked good. He just saw a little opening there. Watch this little 2 or 3 inches in between. Oh, it goes right over Hrstanovic. Okay. Chris couldn't get out there in time, so it was 1-on-1.
Lures Good serve, perfect pass, and Kandev, little shot.
Ball State's 20-3. Don't let that fool you about that dominance there of that record because of the teams they're playing. I mean, the top-rated teams are over here on the West Coast in the Big West, and so Ball State, even though they're ranked lower and they're 20-3, it's who they're competing against.
2-point lead for Long Beach State. A scramble play here is Kandev into that block, has to recycle. And UC San Diego will take a big point there. They cut it to 1.
Serves way over there in area 5, right down the line. I might want to cheat over there in the next time he goes back to serve.
Sani, is that in? It is. Good placement by Sani.
He's just deceiving gravity. The ball was just floating at the same rhythm as the block coming down. So smart seeing that little spot right there at area 4. Look at that.
He goes back there to serve, maybe their best server. Able to force an overpass. It's Hrstanovic with the full swing from the back row. Ewert couldn't get to that ball, and it is ruled that it was over the top of the net, and it was all legal for Long Beach State to put that back down.
But remember the challenges that Rothstrater had already burned earlier in the match, and now the players are calling that over, but well, he has nothing to challenge, so he's going to go into a timeout. Too optimistic and reached before UC San Diego can even get a play on that.
That's what they were pretty much trying to tell the officiating crew, but can't challenge it. And Long Beach State now at set point here in set number 1. Brad Rothstrater now just having to have his team shake that off, and it's time for them to play some perfect volleyball for a couple points.
Now, remember earlier in the match when he did his first challenge, and we thought, really? I mean, I don't know if I would burn a challenge on that. And he was wrong, and he lost it. Now, something like this, I thought Long Beach was clearly over the net. And had he challenged this, he would have won it. And that would have changed that score from 24-22 to 23.
Varga, good dig there by Evan Boyle. And that will go Long Beach State's way. Jackson Christ able to work it off the block and out. Pretty wild sequence to end the first